Ben Spencer.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. And this is an excellent budget and a very important budget for people in Runnymede and Weybridge and across the country. There's lots to talk about in it, but I just want to focus on a couple of key points which I think are maximally important in terms of tackling the challenges that we have today, the need to halve inflation, to grow the economy and reduce debt, and some of the interventions this budget will do to drive that forwards. And the first one I want to talk about, what I see as the number one, is our reforms and our improvements to childcare. Now, I have an interest of sorts to declare. I'm a recipient of 30 hours of subsidised childcare and the tax-free childcare scheme. And childcare is one of the biggest issues that comes up in the doorstep in my constituency. It is clearly a barrier to parents, mums and dads returning to work. And the interventions that we're doing, which is to increase the number of hours, to improve the rate, and the supply side reforms will make a big difference. I've spoken, I had meetings with many of my early years providers, my nurseries, and they have raised just how challenging it is, how challenging the rates are in particular, and these reforms and these changes make a huge difference. And there's also a recognition in the measures being brought forward that the supply side provision is going to be difficult. There are going to be challenges in terms of bringing it forward and growing the workforce, and that's why it's coming in a sensible and staged way. The second point I want to talk about is the investment in science. Now, in Runnymede and Weybridge, we are very proud to have the Superfab Quantum Lab in Royal Holloway University. I visited it. It is absolutely brilliant. It is an absolutely awesome high-tech research lab. And the quantum strategy that we've announced, the 2.5 billion going into it, the 10-year plan going forwards, is critical for UK science. It will help the quantum ecosystem going forwards, and it will continue to consolidate our position as world leaders in science, which is so important for the medium to long-term ambitions of our economy as we move more to a high-skill, high-tech economy. And you see that very much in Runnymede and Weybridge and the businesses that we have locally. So I speak to businesses all the time, and I say, why do you set up originally Runnymede and Weybridge? And they say, proximity to international airports, so Heathrow, motorways, and commute time into London, and of course it's Surrey, and it's a wonderful place to live and work. And through that we have a whole host of high-tech, big life science high-tech companies which are located in my constituency, and I am working to drive forward further investment and consolidation of us being a world-class location to invest. So for those watching at home, if you've got a company that's in the tech and life science sector and to invest in Runnymede, come on over. We are a fantastic place to set up, and the government's reforms going forward will help consolidate that even further. Now, while I'm on a roll, in my last 30 seconds, I'm going to talk about the Animal Plant and Health Agency, which is also my constituency. The first budget I was at as a new MP, the government committed 1.4 billion towards that. I'm looking forward to seeing that being delivered as things go forward. It is critical for our security in terms of defence from zoonotic disease, in terms of our trade, and the Northern Ireland framework which it underpins, or what I'd like it to be called, the Runnymede Agreement, as it was actually signed in my constituency. On that, I will finish. Thank you.